Hello. Welcome back to SISYA classes. So as I promised, I am back with the new videos. So you have to promise me one thing, that you will watch the video till the end. Okay. So welcome back to the SISYA class channel. And today we are going to see about grade 8 chapter number 7, that is proportional reasoning. Shall I give you motivation behind it while we are studying this chapter? Okay. Let us suppose you are preparing a Maggi. Okay. And normally what happens, for one packet of Maggi you need 2 small cups of water, right? So suppose your 2 friends came. Normally वही जाता है कि भाई मेरे लिए भी मैगी बना दे, right? आपके 2 फ्रेंड आए और बोले कि आप मेरे लिए भी मैगी बना दे. So what you gonna do? You will need more cups of water. So what is the quantity of water you will need? This kind of concepts comes under the proportional reasoning, right? So let's start, but before starting the class, let me give you a brief intro about myself. I am Dhananjay, a master math teacher at SISYA classes, and I have done MSc Mathematics from NIT Durgapur, and I have 2+ teaching experience. Okay. So let's see, before starting the class, if you want more such interactive sessions, what you have to do, you have to visit the SISYA classes courses first, right? There we have booster courses, Maths Champ year-long course, and SISYA Topper program. So what you have to do, simply just go to the site sysyaclasses.com/LTC, and then there is a classes from 1 to 10. Simply you have to tap on your grades and then fill in the phone number and your state name. That's it. So let's see in today's class what we're going to cover. Firstly, we will look at observing similarity in changes. These are the topics that we're going to cover today. Second is the ratios and their simplest form, right? Third one is the proportion. Then we will look at some examples of ratios and proportion. 3 examples, very important, that is given in your NCERT, right? Then Trayarashika, the rule of 3. This is important. Trayarashika rules of 3. Then we will also look at the unit conversions, sharing a given ratio, mixture and profit sharing problems, and at the end, can we use proportionality everywhere? So this is a caution for you. So if you want that where we can use the proportionality, watch till the end. Okay, so if you don't know the index, don't worry. I'll try to keep it very simple. At the end of the class, please come back to this index. You will know everything. So let's start with observing similarity in changes. See all the figures of tiger here. Image A, B, C, D, and E. What you are observing? If you'll see image A and C and D, there is a difference of sizes only, right? Its width and height are same, but there is size difference, that's it. But if you look at image B and image E, there is a change in proportionality, right? Like here, the height and width changes in image B, and image E also, the height and width changes. Like here it is stretched, image is stretched, and here what happens, the image is squeezed. Okay, so if you see, all these things comes under proportionality, right? That what are the ratios that we are choosing. Okay, we have the same tiger here, but the sizes here are different. So image A, image C, and image D, all these represent same images, right? Only we have the difference in sizes. But image B and image E are different here because here proportionality changes. So let's say image A has width 60 millimeter and height 40 millimeter. So what are the ratio here? 60 upon 40. The ratio is, can I write 60 as 20 into 3 and 40 as 20 into 2? So 60 to 40 is basically 20 will get cancelled. This is 3 upon 2, right? 3 upon 2. Now observe image C once again. Image C is 30 upon 20. 30 upon 20. So this is 15 into 2, right? 15 into 2. And 20 can I write as 20 into 2. So 2 will get cancelled. Again, this is 15 upon 10. So 5 3 ja and 5 2 ja. 3 upon 2. Same ratio again it is saying image C and image A. The ratio is 3 upon 2. That's it. Observe image E. Image E is 60 upon 60. 1. But 3 upon 2 and 1:1 is not same ratios, right? So image A, image C, image D gives the same ratio. Image B and image E are different. Basically what I was talking about the image. Like here, image A, image C and image D, it's just different of sizes. But here we have the different in width as well as height as well. Okay, clear? Now, let's come to what is a ratio. So everyone talks about what are the ratio of your classes. Some students, let's say, says that we have 30 girls and 30 boys. 30 girls and 30 boys. So what is the ratio here of the class? So 30 is to 30. That is 1:1. यहाँ भी ratio बराबर ही है भाई girls और boys का. ठीक है? 30 is to 30. That is 1:1. So basically a ratio compares two quantities, okay, of the same kind. Basically same kind means it's not possible that one quantity is meter, another one is in kilometer. No, you cannot compare this. So both have to be same kind and written as A ratio B. Suppose if one quantity represents A, another one represents B, so how will you represent it? Either you write A ratio B or A upon B. Same thing. Like for image A, width upon height was 60:40. This is the way to represent any ratio, right? The number 60 and 40 are called the terms in the ratio. Like here, A and B, what it represents? In the ratio, A and B are simply called the terms of the ratio. Terms of the ratio, clear? So ratio is clear to you. Basically it helps in comparing the two quantities, right? Now let's come to ratios in their simplest form. Simplest form means, is every ratio always in the simplest form? Answer is no. Suppose if I'll give you 60 upon 40, right, and 30 upon 20, does it represent the same ratio? 60 upon 40 and 30 upon 20. Let's check it. So 60 upon 40 is basically 20 into 3. Once again I am writing 20 into 4. So this is 20 will get cancelled. 3 upon 4. What is this? 30 upon 20. 30 upon 20 is 3 upon 2. So these two does not represent same, right? So 60 upon 40 and 30 upon 20 are not the 60 upon 40 and 30 upon 20 are not the equivalent form, right? You have learnt about the equivalent fraction, right? All of you. So 60 upon 40 you can write as 3 upon 4. This is the simplest form I am talking. For 60 upon 40, 3 by 4 is obviously the simplest form. And for 30 upon 20, 3 upon 2 is the simplest form. Obviously, one ratio can be written in many ways by multiplying with some factors. Suppose 60:40, how will you convert it into simplest form? Firstly, you have to find out the HCF of 60 and 40. So what is the HCF of 60 and 40? 20. Now you have to divide with 20. 60 upon 40. 60 upon 40. If you will divide with 20 directly, what I did here, that 20 was the highest common factor, so you have to cut it. So 20 divided by 20. So this is 3:2. So the simplest form of 60 upon 40 is 3 upon 2. This is what you have to remember. Okay. Two ratios are proportional only if their simplest forms are exactly the same. It means when we say that the two ratios are proportional, only if their simplest form are same. What is the meaning of this? Let's say if I write here 10 upon 30, okay, 10 upon 30 and 20 upon 60. 10 upon 30 and 20 upon 60. And if I'll ask you 10 upon 30 and 20 upon 60, good. And if I'll ask you, are they same? Like here, I'm writing 10 upon 30 and 20 upon 60. Are these two ratios proportional to each other? What should be your answer? Tell me. Are they proportional or not? So 10 upon 30 is basically what it represents, 1:3. 10 upon 30 means 1:3 only, and 20 upon 60 is 1:3. So simplest form is same for these two ratios. It means that 10 upon 30 and 20 upon 60 are proportional. Simple. So this is the rules that you have to follow. Two ratios are proportional to each other if their simplest form are exactly the same. That's it. So ratios in simplest form is clear to you. I hope this is clear. Very simple. Now let's move on to the proportional symbol. What is the symbol that we give to the proportional? So suppose we want the proportionality between two ratios like A upon B and C upon D. These are the two ratios we have. So what are the signs we give as proportion? So basically it is represented as A:B, and we have 4 dots in between. This is the sign of proportional symbol, and this is C:D. That's it. This is how you represent any proportion. Okay, clear? Okay. So when two ratios have the same in simplest form, they are in proportion. Obviously we know it. We denote it by using 4 dots. So 60:40, ratio 30:20. This is the way to represent any proportion. That's it, simple. In this slides, it's given that how to represent the proportion. Now let's come to a question and tell me in the comment box that are 3/4 and 72/96 are proportional or not. How will you check it? 3/4 and 72/96. I told you the HCF method, like 72/96. Can you split 72? So what is the highest common factor of 72 and 96? Tell me. 24. 72 and 96. Yes, 24. So can I write 72 as 24 into 3? 96 as 24 into 4. So 24 will get cancelled. 3:4. 3:4 once again. So 3:4 and 72:96 are proportional. So I can write this as 3/4, or more standard form if I write. इसको और थोड़ा स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में लिखें तो लिख सकते हैं 3/4, 4 dots. This is the sign of proportional, and 72:96. Clear? 3:4, 72:96. So this is how you will represent any proportional. Clear? Okay, so let's move on to one example that is the same sweetness. Okay, lemonade example I have given you, that 6 glasses of lemonade needs 10 spoons of sugar. In 6 glasses of lemonade we have, it needs 10 spoons of sugar. So what is the ratio here? 6:10. Yes, sir, 6:10. Father wants 10 more glasses made. 10 more glasses, so total glasses now will be 6 plus 18, that is 24. Okay, that is fine. Now 18 more glasses made. So suppose 6:10 we have. Let's say father wants 18 more glasses made. So if he wants 18 more glasses, so what will be the question is asking about number of glasses, right? No, is given, 18 more glasses we are given. So we have to find total spoons of sugar. Yes, total spoons of sugar. So for 6, it is 10 spoons of sugar. So can you tell me for 18, how many spoons of sugar is required? For 18 glasses, how many spoons of sugar is required? So it's simple, no? Simply what you have to do, 6, if you will multiply with 3, you will get 18, right? So for 10, you have to multiply with 4. So sorry, you have to multiply with 3. So 10 into 3 is 30. For 6, it was 10, means 6 is to 10 ratio. 6 is to 10. So 8 is to what? This is what question is saying. This is what question is saying, right? So if you multiply 6 with 3, so 6 into 3 is 18, 10 into 3 is 30. So basically it is 16 into 6 into 3 is 18, 18 upon 30. So 18 is to 30 is the correct answer. So number of spoons of sugars will be 10, 30, that's it. You have to multiply with 3. Okay, this was the factor, right? Next example is Nitin and Hari compounds wall. So basically what this says. So Nitin has 60 feet wall, uses 3 bags of cement. Okay, means he has 16 feet of walls and he needs 3 bags of cement. So ratio is 16 ratio 3. But this is not in the simplest form, right? So what is the simplest form here? 20 raised to 1. You will divide 60 upon 3 as, can I write this as 20 into 3 upon 3. So 3 will get cancelled. It is 20 ratio 1. 20 ratio 1 obviously. 20 ratio 1. Now Hari has 40 feet wall, uses 2 bags of cement. Feet are changed here and bags of cement also changed here. But the ratio, does it remain same? This is what we have to find. So 40 feet of walls uses 2 bags of cement. So 40 is to 2. Basically 2 upon 1. In simplest form it is 2 upon 1. Sorry, 20 upon 1. So it represents the same thing, right? 20 upon 1 for case 1, 20 upon 2 for case 2, means for Nitin it is 20 upon 1. For Hari also it is 20 upon 1. So both represents the same in simplest form. Okay, means the proportion are same here. So Nitin need to worry here. Both walls are equally strong since ratios are proportional. Okay, so if ratios are proportional here, both are equally strong. So you observe that the ratios of Nitin and Hari's are equal. That's it. This was the example of equal strength given in your NCERT. I think this is clear to you. Now let's do some problems and you have to fill in the blanks. Before me, you have to answer this. Ratio is proportional to 14 ratio 21. 14 ratio 21. You have to fill in the blanks here that this equals to dash ratio 42. So fill in the blanks here. Which number should come in place of question mark? So 14 upon 21 should be equals to 42, right? Can I represent like this? Obviously, sir. So observe the denominator. If you will multiply with 2, the denominator becomes 42, right? This is what we needed, 42. But we cannot multiply only in denominator, we have to multiply in numerator as well. So this will be 28. So 28 upon 42, right? So in place of blank, it will be 28. So here is 28. That's it. Second is, what is the second example? Second is 6 ratio dash, right? So 14 upon 21, do the same thing. 14 upon 21 equals to 6 upon x. Here x you have to find, right? So how will you find the value of x here? So from here, can you write x equals to, all of you know the cross multiplication. Okay, we will talk about that. But how to solve this? If you have to find the x here, simply multiply 21 into 6 divided by 14. So this is 7 2 ja 14, 7 3 ja 21. Basically it is 9. 6 3 ja 18, 18 divided by 2 is 9. So in place of blank, you have to write 9 here. Okay, do this by yourself. 2:1. Same step we have to follow. 2:1 means 14 upon 21. 14 upon 21 is to 2:x. Right? So what is the value of x here? X is 21 into 2 upon 14. So 2 7 ja 14, 7 3 ja 21. Basically it is 3. So this is 2:3. That's simple. Simply what you have to do in all the question, you have to write in this form. For proportionality question, all the question write in this form. A upon B equals to C upon D. If A, B, C, D are proportional, it can be written as A upon B equals to C upon D. This is clear to you. Now let's move on to the rule of 3, that is Trairashika rule of 3. It says that if the two ratios are proportional, then we can cross multiply each other, obviously. This is what I have done in the previous example, like A upon B, if this is equals to C upon D. I think you all have done in your previous classes the cross multiplication method. So how will you do it? Just cross multiply it. So A into B equals to C into D. That's it. This will always be equal. As for example, if I'll take one example as 10 upon 20, if this is equals to 40 upon 80. 40 upon 80, it means that 10 into 80 will be equals to 40 into 20. Let's check it that it is equal or not. So 10 into 80 is 800. So left hand side is coming as 800. Right hand side is coming as 800 as well. So this is how you will do the Trairashika cross multiplication. Now, before this, there was one Aryabhatta. He says that the name is changed here basically. The same thing, concept is same. A upon B equals to C upon D. Now, A, B, C, D का name उन्होंने दिया. For A, it is Pramana. For B, it is Phala. Phala means fruit, phal. Right? Sanskrit word is Phala. C is Iksha and D is Ikshaphala. So he says that Ikshaphala means basically if you want to find the value of D, what you will do? Just cross multiply, no? So if you cross multiply here, A into D equals to B into C. So basically what is the value of D? B into C divided by A. Means Phala, B was Phala, Phala into Iksha divided by Pramana. If you have to find the Ikshaphala, this is Ikshaphala, it is just a name. Just a name, simply remember this as A, B, C, D. Just know this, that Ikshaphala equals to Phala into Iksha divided by Pramana. That's it. So you don't need to remember the name, just remember it as A upon B equals to C upon D. Then you can cross multiply the terms. Let's do some examples of unit conversion. Unit conversion means you should remember the what is the unit given in the question. Otherwise, it will be wrong. Our answer will get a wrong. How? See, a car's distance in 4 hours you have to find. Suppose a car covers 90 kilometers in 150 minutes. Basically, it says that it covers 90 kilometers in 150 minutes. For 150 minutes, it is covering 90 kilometers. I have taken firstly time is to distance ratio. Time is to distance ratio, right? Now, in 4 hours, how much distance the car travels? In 4 hours, how much distance the car travels? Basically, it's asking that firstly we were writing the time, right? Then distance. But if I write here 4 4 is to distance. Is it correct? No. This is big no. Why? Because you have written here time in minutes and here the time is in hours. So you have to convert 4 into minutes first. So basically the proportionality can be represented as 150:9 proportional to 4 into 60, that is 240, right? 240 dash. This is what you have to find. Now this is correct. Okay, so you have to keep in mind the unit. Most of the students does not give here the units in minutes. He left it as hours. So 2:40, you have to find here the value of distance, right? So can I let this distance as x? Obviously sir, you can let it as either x, y, z, कुछ भी मानो सर, यहाँ पर x, y, z, p, q, r कुछ भी ले लो. So you have to find 150. So मैंने क्या बोला, इसको सिंपल फॉर्म में लिखने के लिए 150:90 ऐसे लिख लो and 240:x ऐसे सिंपल लिख सकते हैं. तो यहाँ से अगर हमें x फाइंड करना होगा तो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन, रिमेंबर त्रैराशिका. So x equals to 240 into 90 सर डिवाइडेड बाय 150. और सिंप्लीफिकेशन तो करना है सर, सिंप्लीफिकेशन तो आता ही है सर हमें. 0 विल गेट कैंसल्ड, 5 3 जा 15. So will it get cancelled by 15? 5 3 जा 15, 5 4 जा 20, 5 8 जा 24. So this is 48. Now again this is 3 3 ja 9. So 48 into 3. What is 48 into 3? So this is 4. This is 4. 144. So basically the distance we are covering as 144 kilometer. Is it correct? Yes, 144 kilometer. So this is how you have to do it. Only the thing that you have to keep in mind is the convert the hours into minutes. You have to convert the, yes Sachet, you have to convert the hours into minutes. Okay, that's it. So car covers 144 kilometer in 4 hours. Always match units before setting up a ratio. So this was the example where it is necessary to keep in mind about the units. Okay, otherwise the proportionality will give the wrong answer. Let's do one more example of comparing prices. What it says? Thank you. What it says? Comparing prices means which tea is more expensive. Okay, the question is asking that कौन सी चाय ज्यादा महंगी है. Okay, हिमाचल चाय या मेघालय चाय. Okay, so the 200 gram of packet for rupees 200. Fine. So in Himachal we have 200 gram packet for 200 rupees. So what is the ratio here? 200 ratio 200. Basically it is 1:1, right? 200. If you find the ratio of packet and rupees of tea, that is 200:200. Basically it is 1:1. 1:1, right? What about Meghalaya? Meghalaya we have 1 kg, means basically you have to convert it into gram, right? Because firstly you have converted into gram, 200 gram. Next Meghalaya is 1000 gram packet for 800 rupees. So 1000 gram packet for 800 rupees. So what is the ratio here? How will you convert? 1000 upon 800. 220 will get cancelled. This is 2 4 ja 8, 2 5 ja 10. 5:4. Yes sir. The first one is coming 1:1. The second one is 5:4. Now this is not proportional, obviously, because the simplest form are not same. This is what I did teach in the previous slides, right? If the simplest forms are not same, the ratios are not proportional. Now compare. Now what you have to do? Which one is more expensive? The question is asking the which one is more expensive, right? So Himachal tea is more expensive per kg, right? Because you are getting rupees 1000 per. See here, 1:1 ratio here. Here you have 1:1 ratio. Here you have 5:4 ratio. So Himachal tea is more expensive, right? Because for 1 kg in Himachal we have rupees 1000. For 1 kg of packet we have rupees 1000, but in Meghalaya for 1 kg we have rupees 800. That's it. For Himalaya, for 1 kg it is rupees 800. For Himachal, for 1 kg it is rupees 1000. So Himachal tea is more expensive, right? So see here, the ratios proportionality also helpful in comparing the prices as well. That's it. All of you understood this example, very simple. I'll move on to the next example now, or next concept, that is sharing but not equal. We are sharing the things but not equally. Means suppose if you have 10 rupees, if you have to share between two person equally, so what you will do? You will share 5, right? But if I'll tell you, you have to share as 2:3. So how will you share it? This is what we're gonna do. Equally, it should not be equal. Otherwise, it is simple to share, right? What you have to do, suppose you are sharing m:n ratio. m:n ratio में अगर आप शेयर कर रहे हैं तो सबसे पहले आपको m और n को ऐड कर लेना है, टोटल पार्ट्स फाइंड करना है. ओके, m plus n. Then you have to multiply m into x divided by m plus n. Second share will be n into x divided by m. Sir, didn't got it, sir. Let's take an example. Suppose if you want to share 42 counters in 4:3 ratios. We have total 42 counters and I want to share it in 4:3 ratios. So firstly what I'll do, I have to count the total parts here. So total parts will be 4 plus 3. Total parts equals to 4 plus 3, that is 7 parts, right? So how will I share it? So 4 divided by 7, I'll multiply with total number of counters, that is 42. So 7 6 ja 42, 24. Now we have to share in 3 ratios as well, 4:3, right? So 3/7 into 42. So this is 6 into 3, that is 18. So I have to give 24 and 18 counters separately. This is what 14:3. Basically, if you will divide 24 by 18, you should get 4:3. Let's check it. 6 4 ja 24, sir. 6 3 ja 18, right, sir? So we splitted the number of counter into 2 parts and the ratio was 4:3, and this ratio is not equal. That's why I have written sharing but not equally sharing. I hope this is clear to you. This was very simple, right? Okay. Okay. Now let's see one example, that is sharing profit. Sharing profits, sharing loss. We only had loss in our life. Okay, let's share profit. Prashanti and Bhuvan's food cart. Okay, so investment of Prashanti is rupees 75,000. Obviously, if you have profit and if you will share more, you will get more profit, means more money, right? Because your investment was more. So Prashanti has 75,000 and Bhuvan has 25,000 as investment. Okay, so if you will try to find out the ratios between the investment of Prashanti's and Bhuvan, what it will be? 75,000 divided by 25, no? Yes, 25,000. So it is 3/1, right? 3 zeros will get cancelled. It is 3 upon 1. Means Prashanti's and Bhuvan's ratios, if you will find, it is 3:1. That's it. Now total profit they had is 4,000. They had total profit shared among them. Now 4,000 is sharing profit, right? So you have to split that profit in such a way that you have to give some profits to the Prashant as well as to Bhuvan. So how will you do it? Since we had splitted it as 3:1, so total parts we had equals to 3 plus 1, that is 4. So what I told you, how will you do it? 3 upon 4, ratio we had as 3:1. So 3 upon 4 into what is the total profit? Profit is 4,000, sir. 4,000. So we will divide 4 with 1,000, that is 1,000 into 3. 3,000. Itna simple. Itna simple hai, sir. 3,000. Now this is for Prashant, right? What about Bhuvan? For Bhuvan it is 1 because it is 3:1. So 1 upon 4 into 4,000. It is 1,000. So Bhuvan will get the profit of 3,000. Sorry, Prashanti will get the profit of 3,000 and Bhuvan will get the profit of 1,000. So this was the application of what we did, sharing but not equally sharing of ratios. Okay. Let's do one more example, and that is adjusting of a mixture. That is a sand cement examples given in your NCERT, that you have 40 kg mixture. Okay, that's fine. Total 40 kg mixture we have, in which sand is to cement ratio given as 3:1, 5:2, proportional to, no, sand stays 30 kg. Okay, sir. So this is 30 kg. This is for sand. 5 was for sand, right? If I am not wrong. Obviously, it is for sand. 5:2. First one represents sand and second is for cement. So 30 is to what? We have to find it, right? And then we have to add it. Okay. So 30 is to dash. So how will you find it? Just do the cross multiplication, what I told you. 5:2 equals to, sorry, 5:2, wait, कैसे करोगे? 5:2, sir, 30:x. This is, we have done 1,000 number of times. So 30 into 2 divided by 5. 5, 6, 5, 12. Is it coming 12? Okay. So we already had cement as 10 kg, right? Cement as 10 kg. So we already had cement as 10 kg. Now it is coming 12 kg. So how much cement we need to add it? So if you will subtract 12 with 10, basically 2 means 2 kg we need to add in the previous cement to get the ratio as 5:2. 2 kg we have to add it. Simple to hai, sir. Earlier it was 3:1 when we had sand and cement was 40 kg and 30 kg. 40 kg and cement was 10 kg, sir. Now we have to find 5:2 ratios and we had 30 kg as sand. So what would be the cement? This is what we need to find it, right? So how will you do it? We have to give 2 kg. See how. Firstly, what you will do? You will find the value of x here. So you found it that 12 kg of cement is needed. So earlier if it was 10 kg, if it is 10 kg, now it is 12. So if you will subtract 12 from 10, basically you are getting 2. So 2 kg you need to add. Okay, now let's come to the unit conversion, and this is the last topic for today. Last topic is unit conversion. So basically basic unit conversion everyone knows, like 1 liter equals to 1000 milliliter, 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter, that is fine. But this one you need to remember. Remember this table. Okay, what it says, 1 meter equals to 3.281 feet. याद करना पड़ेगा इसको तो. 1 square meter equals to 10.74 square feet. 1 acre equals to this. 1 hectare 10,000 square meter. In acres, if you want to find 2.41, 1 milliliter, 1 cubic centimeter, 1 liter, 1000 milliliter, from Fahrenheit, if you want to convert in degrees Celsius, how will you do it? Suppose if you are given a Fahrenheit and you want to convert into degrees Celsius, or from degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, how will you convert it? Fahrenheit equals to 9/5 into degrees Celsius plus 32. Degrees Celsius 5/9 in minus 32. This you can remember just one. The second one you can automatically find, right? So this is the unit conversion. Simply you have to remember, there is no concept here. रट्टा मारना पड़ेगा इसको तो रट्टा मारना पड़ेगा sir. Now let's come to one important caution that you have to keep in mind. What I was doing till now, not every relationship is proportional. This is the star mark. If I'll ask you, every relationship is proportional or not? So some can be inversely or some can be directly proportional. See how. Suppose Puneet's father rides 50 km/h for 2 hours to reach Kanpur. Okay. Now what happens if the speed changes? See, one question we have done, the cars problem. There the speed was constant. That's why the time was changing equivalently, or you can say at a constant rate, right? But here if the speed changes, the time will decrease. At 75 km/h, does it make more or less time? The time will be obviously less because we had increased the speed. So if I'll write this as distance and time proportionality, अगर मैं distance और time proportionality को लिखूं तो 50/2 means 50 km in 2 hours. Can I write this as 75 means 75 किलोमीटर में कितना डिस्टेंस, सॉरी कितना टाइम लगेगा, ये क्या मैं ऐसे लिख सकता हूं? तो दिस इज कंप्लीटली रॉन्ग बिकॉज टाइम हियर इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल एज डिस्टेंस और स्पीड वी हैड चेंज्ड हियर फ्रॉम 50 to 75. Speed we had changed. So we cannot write this in this form. So red flag you have is before setting A, B, C, D. This is a proportionality representation. Before writing this, always ask, do both quantities increase together? If one increases while other decreases, it is not a kind of proportion. Because here we had 2 hours, it will be less than 2 hours here. So the time is decreasing, speed is increasing here. It is not a constant rate, right? So that's why this is the point that you have to keep in mind. It should be directly proportional, not inversely proportional. This is an inverse relationship, right? It should be direct proportion. Okay, so this is clear to you. Now let's move on to the question part. The theory part we had covered. Please go and do all the NCERT's problems. Now we will do all the questions of NCERT, or let me give you a summary before that. Summary says that first one is the ratio. How to write A upon B. A, B are basically terms, very simple. Second point is when we say that A and B and C and D are proportional. A, B, C, D are proportional only if it will increase directly, right? Or A, B, C, D, we have also learned that A upon B equals to C upon D. These are proportional, and if they can be written in the simplest form and their ratios are same. That's it. Third one is simplify ratios using obviously SCF we have done to divide x in the ratio m raised to n. How we can divide it? Obviously m into x divided by m plus n. This you don't need to remember it. Basically, you just catch the concept, you will get everything. Okay. And the last one is obviously you have to check on the units as well, or relationship also you have to check that it is directly or inversely. Now let's do question number first. Are the ratios 5:8 and 45:72 proportional है कि नहीं? Show using the HCF method. 5:8 ये क्या, ये प्रोपोर्शनल है? तो कैसे देखेंगे सर? ऑब्वियसली सर 5/8 क्या ये 45/72 के बराबर है? दिस इज व्हाट यू हैव टू चेक बेसिकली, राइट? नाउ ऑल ऑफ यू नो ऑल दिस थिंग्स. सो 45 और 72 का HCF क्या आएगा? यू हैव टू शो यूजिंग द HCF मेथड. HCF मेथड लगाना है यहाँ पर. तो 45 और 72 का HCF क्या आएगा? 9 है क्या? 9 है क्या? चेक करो. यस सर 9 है. तो अगर तुम 45 और 72 में 9 से डिवाइड दोगे, अगर मैं इसको 9 से डिवाइड दूं, so this is 5, this is 8, this is equals to left hand side, so these two are proportional. That's it. Question number 1 is done. Any doubt? This was your question number 1. Now let's move on to the question number 2. A bakery recipe uses 4 cups of flour for every 6 eggs. Okay sir, 4 cups, 6 eggs. 4, 6. Basically it is 4:6. Now if a caterer uses 10 cups of flour to keep the same taste, how many eggs are needed? How many eggs are needed? 4 cups, 6 eggs. Now we had 10 cups. How many eggs? This is what you have to find, right? So simplest form is to write it in this form: A upon B equals to C upon D. Basically X you have to find. So X equals to 10 into 6 divided by 4. That is 15. Because this 10 into 6 is 60, divided by 4 is 15. Okay. This is done. Question number 2 over. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Very simple question. Okay. 4 cups, 6 eggs. So for 10 cups, 15 eggs. Okay. Now let's do question number 3. 2 friends invest 40,000 and 60,000 in a stall. Mostly they don't invest like this. Okay. 2 friends invest 40,000 and 60,000 in a stall. At the end of the month, they earn a profit of rupees 5,000. Find each friend's share using the ratio of their investment. Okay, ratio of their investment. 2 friends. Okay, so first of all, what are the ratios of their investment, right? So 40,000 upon 60,000. The ratios are, what is the ratio here? 60,000, no? 40,000, you know? This is 6 lakh, right? Not 60,000, sir. अब तो 6 lakh लिख दिए, sir. 6 lakh. Yes, 60,000, right? So this is 4:6, right? 4:6. In simplest form, it is 2:3. Basically, this is 2:3. So total parts here is, add the ratios in simplest form. Total parts equals to, so what is the total parts here, sir? You have to add the ratios in simplest form. That is 5. Now profit is 5,000. Basically, you have to distribute the money, right? Because you have to share the profit here, no? Between 2 friends. So total parts equals to 5. So can I write this as 2 upon 5 for 2 friends? 1 is 2. Second friends, for it is 3. So 2 upon 5 into profit. Profit is 5,000. So basically this is 5 into 1. 1,000 into 2. 2,000. Okay. For one friend it is 2,000. For other friend it is 3 upon 5 into 5,000. So this is 5 1000 into 3. That's it. 3000. So one friend will get 2000 and another friend will get 3000 as a profit. Simple question है, application है, बस profit का questions का we have done in the examples, right? Simply what you have to do, you have to convert it into simple form, then find the total parts, then you can find the total profits shared by each of the friends. Let's do question number 4 and that is based on the speed. अब यहाँ पर जरा ध्यान से देखना. A train covers 180 km in 150 minutes. Okay, two things you have to keep in mind about the unit and the speed. At a constant speed, this is very important. The speed here is constant. How far will it travel in 5 hours? The speed was constant. If the speed would change, this will not be a proportional. You cannot denote it as proportional, right? If the speed were changed, this was the question that I told you at the end of the theory, right? This you need to remember it. So 180 kilometer in 150 minutes. Kilometer is to minutes. So 180 is to 150, right? Firstly, I have written as distance, second as minutes. Proportional to how far will it travel in 5 hours. Now see here, most of the students will write 5 here. Most of you will write 5 here, but this is incorrect because the first ratio we have taken in minutes. So second ratio also we have to take in minutes only. So minutes, 150 minutes, here it is 5 hours. So how will you convert the hours into minutes? Basically you have to multiply with 60. So 5 into 60 is 300 minutes. So in 300 minutes, how much distance will it travel? Basically we have to find the value of x here. तो अगर मैं a upon b, c upon d फॉर्म में लिखूं तो 180 upon 150 equals to x upon 300 ऐसे लिख सकता हूं क्या? ऐसे लिख सकता हूं क्या? Yes or no? So x here is 180 into 300. वेरीफाई करना ये करेक्ट है या नहीं, वेरीफाई करो. 15 दूनी 30. दिस is this 360? Please verify it. Is this 360? Please verify it and write the answer in the comment box. Now question number 5 is gonna be homework for you. Please do it. This is also very simple question. A bucket has 30 liter of paint with red and blue ratio given. How much extra blue paint must be added? We have done these examples, right? We have done these examples. Now you have to write in the comment box. Comment the answer. Comment the answer and I'll give you the like. Okay? Everybody please comment the answer. Please take the screenshot of this question and write down the answer. Okay? Fine. So that's it for today. Now if you want more such sessions, what you have to do? Simply just explore the SISYA classes application. For that, you have to visit to the sisyaclass.com/LTC. Just tap in on your grades. Pop-up will appear. You have to fill in the mobile number and your state name. That's it. And then see how you're gonna study. Okay? Fine. Okay, so if you like this session, please subscribe to the SISYA class channel. Please share with your friends so that he also gets benefit. Thank you. That's it for today. We'll come back with the next video. So